Today there is a couple of things to look at, starting with Xbox and a brand new game that they have lined up. Unfortunately, the 2022 lineup for Xbox is looking very bleak after it was announced last week that their two biggest titles slated for release later this year will be pushed back to 2023. Both Starfield and Redfall are highly anticipated games from Bethesda and would have marked the first significant game releases under Xbox since the purchase was made. Now, although those games has been pushed back and it is unlikely that we will see any big games from Xbox this year, does not mean that they are not working on future projects. A brand new Xbox Series X console exclusive have leaked ahead of a potential E3 reveal. Now, this might sound familiar to some, but Xbox is seemingly funding a surprise strategy game from the creators of Civilization. This project has been floating around for quite some time now under the codename Project Indus. However, until today we have not seen any definitive proof that this game is being worked on. Thanks to a job listing from Oxide Games, the creators behind Civilization, they stated in an advert that they are working with a first-party publisher and specifically asked for people who has experience with Xbox Live. Although further detail on the project has not been revealed yet, it does look like the title has been in the works for quite some time now. We might still be ways off when it comes to any type of meaningful reveal, but a teaser at E3 is definitely on the card. Then from games to features, it looks like Xbox will be getting a much needed quality of life feature very soon. For anyone who has ever played games with friends online would know that the Xbox Live audio quality is not the best, especially if you run into someone who has a low quality microphone. Xbox has released an update preview for alpha skip ahead users involving party chat. The new feature has been enabled that will process microphone input through a noise impression step. What does that mean? It means clearer audio in party chat. Xbox said we have enabled a new feature that will process your microphone input through a noise suppression step to help produce cleaner audio in our party chat sessions. The setting is enabled by default but can be toggled from the drop-down options menu. This feature is available right now for some insiders, but it will be rolled out to the larger public in a couple of months. But then moving on to some hardware news, it looks like the Xbox Series S will be getting a disc-based version very soon. Now, under the ever-changing digital market, this news does come as a bit of a shock, as most would think that Xbox would move more into the digital age, especially with them announcing projects like the Stream Stick and the Xbox app that will give you the ability to play games without a console needed. Now, be that as it may, this does not seem to be the case, as Xbox has now filed a patent for what would let people be able to validate ownership of a physical game. The idea behind this is to give you digital access to a physical game that you bought. The patent also mentions that this drive could solve one particular challenge related to backwards compatibility. Series S owners are currently unable to port their existing collection of physical games to the console, a problem the Xbox Series X does not share. So by offering this disc to digital option, Series S owners could enjoy all their old games digitally without having to buy them a second time. Now, there is obviously a few concerns with this new system that they are proposing. If you buy a disc-based game for your Series S and you verify and install the game digitally, should you then uninstall, will you have to re-verify again once you wish to re-download the game? Now, the obvious answer to this question should be a no, but it is still unclear exactly how this process will work. Hopefully more information regarding this process will be revealed soon.